Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
A couple years ago in California, we founded a publishing company for the purpose of teaching our people here in the state for the same purpose as the Prophet did. It's called Califa Media. There are some people who decided to take that organization and now use it out of a whole nother state. It is for the benefit of California. You and I both know, sister, it was founded for the purpose of being the historical department and media department for Grand Temple Califa, which at the time I was governor of. We know this. We were working together to recreate the Prophet's work. And you can look up Califa Media and see some things on Califa Media that were published with my name. Praise Allah. May it help finance that version of what Moorish Americans choose to go by and go under. But almost everything that Sister teach is a fraud. And I have to say that in saying this because you can get a lot of the Prophet's literature from her that I gave to her for the purpose of giving to Moorish Americans to build up a department. Use this literature to build up a financial department for Moorish Americans and the Sisters Auxiliary. That book that she uses is for the Sisters Auxiliary to finance sisters. Sisters are in the condition they're in because sisters don't help sisters and do what sisters are supposed to do. But again, most of these people are taking the Prophet's stuff and turning it into a financial mechanism to mislead the people. And I'm telling you, if you just read the Prophet's literature, you can get it online. You read the Prophet's literature, you will see these people don't have the authority nor the know-how on how to even use most of the books that they even put, especially mine. The books that you see, nobody even know how to use them. The proclamation that was put out, nobody know how to use it because I put the stuff out and it was supposed to be put out for a purpose, but the sister released it just for her own good. And it's not for the benefit of the nation. It's for the benefit of her family. Now, this literature was for the benefit of the Prophet and all Moorish Americans. And so was every book that you see published by Califa Media. But if it's not going for the benefit of those departments, y'all should stop financing and purchasing this stuff from these corrupt people who take in the Prophet literature and don't have no real connection to the Prophet. Get the Prophet's literature. I'm going to read you something. I'm doing his work, and Moors keep taking the literature that I'm giving to them to expose to the membership and put out for the benefit of the membership as Moorish Americans, and they put it in their own pockets. Their own pockets. I can literally name probably about 3 or 4 Moorish Americans that's published books that didn't get my information. Hopkins Bay didn't, Jose Clemente Bay didn't, Vermilion Bay didn't down in New Orleans. Most of the rest of these Moors that took my information and they just regurgitated it. And because I'm teaching them to teach their members, but they selling the information and not giving it to their members over the podium, which is what the members are paying for. And so, this is a problem, a big problem. It is the great God Allah alone that guides the destiny of this divine national movement. That's why I haven't taken any legal action. That's why I haven't taken any what people call street action. None of that. Why? Because Allah alone guides the destiny of this. And Allah talked to me. It's like, talk to y'all. And told us, you know Allah can lead you astray, right? If you knew you was Muslim, and you would know the Al-Fatiha, you know Allah can lead you astray on purpose. So Allah lead people to do the things they do. It's tests. They're tests for you. That's what the Quran says. Tests for me too, to test my patience. To see if I'm going to go and do the things that the Quran tell me not to do. But the great God, Allah alone, controls this destiny of this movement and our individual movement. So Allah allowed you to do it, so I allow you to do it. So Allah can give you the punishment for doing what you do. The Better Business Bureau will get you for fraud. And it's time for the people, the Moorish Americans, who can't use y'all works, all these people selling these paperworks and selling this, that, and the other, and you can't use it, to start taking action against y'all. Because y'all committing fraud. Y'all are not authorized to do and say the things that y'all say because y'all don't know what y'all doing. You just don't. People just selling books. We did a lot of that in the 60s, in the 70s. We started the bookstores, and a lot of our elders are still stuck on that. I put the books out to try to, well, I did it. You know, a few Moors got together across the country, and in 2010, we started the Moorish Renaissance. And that's what you've seen. Go back and you'll see it. It started to be a clarity of understanding and separation between the Moorish Science Temple of America and everybody else. You even seen Taj come back to the temple because he came to California. We had a talk. Sabir Bey came to California. That's how Taj got to California. We welcomed him in. All these people have come in, taken advantage of what we was doing in California, but with the prophecy that's supposed to be fulfilled out of California, and they're trying to take the credit, take the shine, or just be involved. And I don't really have a problem with that. But y'all gotta let California flow. So California can do what California do and produce the prophecies. It's already there with the reparations task force and other stuff on the governmental side of the regular citizens. But the Moorish Americans gotta get their part in, because where is the consistency of agencies so that we can interact with each other and get this thing done properly? The Prophet Noble Jew Ali gave us literature. You have to get it from a sheikh, not even an Adel. You may get it through an Adel, but the sheikh certify this literature. So any literature that's not coming from a sheikh, Sister Taida, is not a sheikh. The brothers and sisters out of Canada who she connected up with are connected to them other janky, crooked Moors like Kinu Bey and the rest of them. They're not qualified. They're not sheikhs. Canadian Moors need a representative. They may have some good ones, but the ones that are calling themselves the representatives are not it. So, y'all need to change the administration. I had penny calls from the Canadian Moors with the complaints of the administration, but everybody members complain. That's not the issue. Understand what they complain about, and then the follow through and the follow up on the paperwork that everybody's selling is the problem. So, none of these people are authorized to give the literature because they can't explain the literature. So stop buying the literature from these people. It's time to put them all out of business so that we can set up the proper trade systems for Moors to use, so that the economic system can be built by Moors to use. But all the people who you've been giving your money to, they haven't produced a result. Stop giving it to them. You will see them disappear and get online. Otherwise, you're going to keep funding your problem. It's just like you funded the U.S. corporation and they keep killing your children. You buying the bullets and you buying the guns and hiring the police. Let's change the system that we're used so that we can change the system that is used against us. And with that, again, I tell you Moors, read the Prophet's literature. I only read one because it don't take much. It's simple. These are people I work with. They were students that I taught, or colleagues that I work with. So therefore, I don't have a problem with them. I have a problem with what they're doing. Because we agreed to go a certain way. Like the Prophet said, he signed up to go a certain way, and they're not doing it. And so the members aren't getting the benefits that are being promised by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. And as a trustee of the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, it's been my obligation to speak out, but I've been working from behind the scenes trying to fix it internally. Can't be done. So now I'm speaking to the members. So members, get your literature, read your stuff, stop funding your corruption, start funding your solution. Get with us so that we can work out the problems, fix your problems as well as fixing ours, because it's all one thing. And everybody can actually still eat. We're not trying to put anybody out of business unless they don't want to do what the Prophet's saying. Then you need to be put out of business. And we enforce that. So with that, say Islam, peace and love, prosperity and success.
Come on.